Stepsons, in this video I'm going to show you how to clean the sediment out of a water heater. When you have a gas water heater or even an electric water heater, ours happens to be gas, then the water's in a tank and minerals or sediment will settle to the bottom and it will build up a layer on the bottom. Well, over time that makes your water heater less efficient. So one thing you want to do periodically for maintenance is get the sediment off the bottom of the tank. And I'm going to show you how we do that right now. The first thing I'm going to want to do is turn this all the way down to pilot. So this is the temperature setting or the thermostat on the water heater. I'm going to turn it all the way down to pilot because I don't want to be heating the water while I'm doing this. So we'll give it a little bit of time now to cool down, and then we'll come back and go through the next step. While we're waiting for this to cool down, let me show you some of the different parts. Down here, you've already seen the thermostat. This is also where you control the pilot, and the gas line that goes down into the burner is right through here. Here's the drain valve, and we're going to use that in a minute. But because this is gas, this is the gas line that supplies the gas to the water heater for the burner that's down in here. This is a pressure relief valve. If you had too much pressure in the water tank, this is going to pop and you're going to get drainage down there. And you can see this just dumps down to the ground. Now where we're at, there's a drain right over here in the floor, so it would migrate down to that in the basement. This is the inlet that lets water into the tank, and this is the water going out, or the hot water, after it's done. Because this is gas, it actually is burning and it has some exhaust that goes up. So this vents through this plumbing and up to the vent in the roof to the outside. Now you've seen a little bit about the water heater overall. We're going to give it just a little bit more time to cool down. To do what I'm going to show you here, you only need two things. A garden hose. I like a short length because I don't like to have to deal with a big garden hose in the house. And a tub to put under the valve in case it leaks. An old Cool Whip tub will work, and we're going to set that underneath the valve in case we get drips we don't anticipate. After we have turned it to pilot, let it cool down, we've got our little plastic tub underneath. We're going to take our garden hose and we're going to thread it on by hand to the drain valve as soon as Felix gets out of the way. Scoot, scoot. There we go. By the way, this channel is for boys that are growing up without their dads in their daily lives. If that's you, then I hope you'll subscribe. You want to make sure it's not cross-threaded when you put this on. Snug it down by hand, and once it feels like it bottoms out, just give it a little bit more torque by hand. Then we take the other end and we put it, in this case, in the tub, so that as it drains, it'll just go down the regular drain. Once we've got the hose in the tub, the next thing is just to open the drain and let the water flow out the bottom. And I'm going to open it slowly. And we're going to wait until it looks clean. It actually doesn't look that dirty. So maybe we didn't need to do this. I'm not sure how well you can see it. There's a little bit of sediment right by the tip of the drain. Otherwise the water is coming out clean. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it off. It actually didn't look that dirty, to be honest, and it's been quite a while since I've done it, so that surprises me a little bit. And like I said, there is a little bit of sediment right there that you can see resting on the bottom. I kind of expected worse, so I guess that's a good thing. So I just watched the video of the drain as it was draining in the tub. That big cloud of dark sediment that came out initially, that's what came off the bottom of the tank. So that's why we do this. We've drained the tank, we've shut this valve off, so the next steps we have to do are take the hose off. You'll have some water in the hose because it'll be full. So I'm going to hold that hose up and I'm going to drain it back into the tub. And I leave this under here just to make sure that this valve here turns all the way off or it doesn't drip. Looks like we're in pretty good shape. If you're getting value from this video, then hit the like button. And to keep the hose high, and drain the hose back into the tub, and then coil it up and put it back for next time. Because remember, you're never done until you've cleaned up. I just keep this hose back here behind the water heater for next time because that's all I use it for. The last thing we need to do is reset the thermostat to where we want it. Okay, I just rotated that, and when I got to there I heard it click, and I can hear the burner start underneath again. So in this case I know we're good to go. If the burner's turned off, if you shut it all the way off instead of just put it to pilot, and you need to restart it, then watch this video, specifically the segment about how to relight a water heater, a gas water heater, and you'll be good with that. Now you know how to clean the sediment out of a water heater. Always remember the two messages I want you to get from every video that I do, especially for those of you that are growing up without your dad. One is you can succeed. You boys can successfully grow into manhood even though your dad may not be in your daily life. And always remember the second one. You have a dad that loves you because this dad loves you. And I will see you on the next video. And I'm going to go... And I'm going to... Then watch this video. Did you hear that toilet flush? It's always good in the plumbing.